This episode of The Modern Rogue is brought to you by NordVPN.
Head on over to nordvpn.com/rogue, spell it right, R-O-G-U-E, and get 70% off 3 years plus an additional month free. I'm sorry, you're not John, you're not Jason, you're not Brant, you're not Bryce. I don't.
I'm Corey. I've always been here. NordVPN.com/rogue. Tell him Corey sent you.
I don't know that that's a thing. Guys, this is a weird time. The entire world is trying to look like a television production studio from their own home, spending no money, and it turns out I've been working on this exact problem for 12 years. Lesson number 1, do not fall into the trap that technology is going to save you. Only compositional foundations are gonna make you look good. This mic is not even on. This camera we're using doesn't even matter. Switch to a cell phone camera. Boom. Still looks amazing. Look, we're gonna walk you through all of the tips and tricks that can make you look like your TV quality while spending virtually no money. All right, so this is our podcast set. When we have something that we want to say with authority, when we want to capture attention, this is where we do it. It's the closest thing we've got to a newsroom. You'll notice that the background lighting is a little bit out of focus. You've got a bunch of reflections happening all around. You'll notice multiple point lighting, a little bit of a blue halo coming from over here. But again, it's not the tech that matters. It's the fundamentals of composition. Even this microphone, which by the way is not turned on, is a giant arrow pointing at my face. In fact, let's strip everything away. Let's switch over to cell phone mode. Turn the lights off. Let's just kill it. In fact, open up these windows. First off, you'll notice, even with the windows just opened off to the side, you get a nice soft fill that creates kind of a dramatic effect. Now notice what I'm not doing is having the open window behind me, because then I look like a ghoulish monster. But as for all this stuff in the background, this corrugated plastic is normally used to create maybe an arboretum or some kind of greenhouse. It's super, super cheap, but we just covered it with 2x4s to get it to stand up. As a matter of fact, this was originally something we put together when I was working at Halloween Horror Nights, because I was working an indoor-outdoor venue where sometimes there would be a breeze and that would mess up the fire eating. So we created kind of a windbreak that I would stand in the middle of, and we noticed that the corrugated plastic caught those flares beautifully. So then we decided to do it on purpose. In fact, turn the lights back on. Let's see, here we go. So now all of a sudden, all of this is being caught in here. Down here, this is just a fluorescent light with a little bit of maybe $20 of gels. This right here was put together by my friend OMG Chad. Yes, that OMG Chad, who just hit 1 million subscribers. We wanted this to look concrete and tough, something with a lot of gravitas and power behind it. It's actually made just of styrofoam and fill glue. And you can see it's even starting to fall apart, but that doesn't matter because it's out of focus in the background and the lighting creates the contrast. Here, come around on this side. Back here, it's just cheap fluorescent lights covered in gels. The corrugated plastic, its main trick is to catch light in interesting ways and then be slightly out of focus. As long as you have soft fills on the front of your face, some kind of highlight behind you to separate you from the backside, it's gonna look amazing. You're gonna look like you have authority. But what if you want to look like a freaking rock star? What if you want to look like you're in the middle of the Tonight Show and spend no money? Then what do you do? So what if you're on a budget and you want to look big and theatrical, right? Like there's thousands of people watching you live? Let me hear it. That's right. All you need is a freaking bed sheet behind you and the right lighting. Here, let's break the lighting. Also, this is another dead mic. None of these mics are real. This is some pipe and drape I had from my touring days, and it is in rough shape. But you can tell we've got soft lighting up here on my face to fill in all the cracks, but we've got harsh lighting over here. This is like a $20 industrial something or other to create these crisp lines across essentially a sheet dangling from up here. Look at this, it's not even clean. You can see bits of fruit from when I was doing, who knows, it doesn't matter. The point is, nobody sees the background if you frame everything correctly. I'm holding a mic that's not there. Let's go to the soundstage. Wouldn't you know it? Turns out it takes multiple days to make it all the way over to the soundstage. Today happens to be a day about 20 minutes before sundown, so-called golden hour, with perfect diffuse lighting thanks to the overcast skies. Now the good news is that lighting fills in my face, makes everything even, but the bad news is you don't get that magical golden hue unless you fix it in post, like this. No, here's what it really looks like. That's why all of our ads and introductions tend to be around this time of day. That and the fact that it's 1 billion degrees in Austin during the summer. Speaking of which, what if you want to control your environment? Let's get to the soundstage. Yeah, it's a garage. Let's go to the garage. Which brings us to the soundstage. Now I know soundstage sounds super important and fancy. This is a garage. Looks just like your garage. It's got harsh LED lighting or maybe fluorescence. It's definitely too crowded, but the important part is that visually you need to separate yourself from all of this clutter. And you can do that one of two ways. You can actually clean up the place. I don't recommend it. Or you can use an old Hollywood magic trick called stage flats, AKA John Rael, who will build you stage flats. Also, if you hire him away, I'll kill you. Hey John, what's going on?
Hey.
What is a stage flat?
Well, a lot of people forget that most stories take place in rooms, and rooms have walls. So I figured if I just build enough wall, we could tell any story we like.
You're the one who figured this out. You're the guy.
I'm the one.
This is sort of the standard both for theater productions and for Hollywood stuff. What's the recipe for a stage flat?
Literally just a 4x8 of particle board, a bunch of 2x4s, some hardware, you get it cut to size, you just need a drill, and bam.
How long did this take you to build?
This took me about 30 minutes, so I made like 5 more.
Which allows us to be modular. As long as we can move everything around, we can make this into a living room set, a newsroom set, or whatever.
Yeah, and it allows us to have behind the walls, which we're actually looking at right now, and we could hide things like a costume department, a props department, and anything else we need.
I'm not gonna lie, it makes a difference to change clothes where nobody can see you. Turns out that kind of thing matters.
And if you were in downtown Hollywood right now, this is pretty much what a flat would look like.
Except less air conditioned. Don't skimp on the air conditioning. I guess that's the real lesson here, is if you want to look good, you do not need to spend a ton of money. You do not need any kind of fancy Hollywood equipment. What you need to do is begin with the ending in mind, and then you can take your garage and have it look straight out of Hollywood. On behalf of Modern Rogue, I'm Brian Brushwood. Stay tuned after your local news for Night Attack. We'll see you next time.
Join Brian later tonight on Scam Nation as he teaches his children to play with matches. And don't forget happy hour every day at 5 p.m. Eastern, because being stuck at home is no excuse for sobriety. Coming up next, Jason Murphy makes his triumphant return as a changeling.
Tells me I have to get breathalyzer. I said, let me smell your breath. And he said, I don't have to do that. And I said, do you have any idea who I am? And he said, no. He said it with a straight face. Like you know. So I pointed. And I'm like, I'm your worst nightmare, I told him. Oh God, it was great. The best part about Hollywood, there's no consequences to anything. There's one lady, she comes up, she wanted her. I said, lady, that made it too real. Forget I said that. Modern Rogue. Title card. Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog. Look, Corey, everybody loves you, but if you're gonna be the ops manager of the 7 Acre Schwood, AKA Modern Rogue World Headquarters, you have to know about our favorite sponsor, who is...
NordVPN.
Wow, that's 1 for 1, yeah. And why do we like Nord?
Because they're safe and secure.
Yeah.
They keep you safe online.
Keeps you safe with...
Tornadoes.
Keeps you safe with...
Jeeps.
Keeps you safe with...
Bad breath.
Keeps you safe with...
Smiles.
Keeps you safe with...
Hair gel.
Pretend Jason was here and I asked him, how is it that NordVPN helps keep us safe here at MRHQ? He might say...
Zombies from zombie apocalypse.
I mean, you're not wrong, but that's not the ad.
Here's what I do know.
Yes.
You should go to nordvpn.com/rogue.
Yes.
If you do that, and
Yes.
you use rogue as a promo code,
Yes, but you gotta spell it right.
that's ROGUE.
Thank you. That's 2 for 2. Keep going.
And if you sign up, you get the plan.
Oof.
You get 70% off.
Yes.
A 3-year plan.
Yes.
And you get an additional month for free.
That's good. That's good. Why would somebody want a VPN?
It's to keep your online privacy. It's that. It's safety.
If I'm hearing you correctly, it's because it keeps all of your data private, so there's no looky-loo snooping IT manager who's able to see what website you're going to. Everything has military-grade encryption. You can surf the web in confidence, and you can teleport to any place on the planet. If you want to be from Malaysia for some reason, you can be from Malaysia suddenly. Is that what you meant to say?
That's exactly what I said. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah, but you gotta spell it right. R-O-G-U-E. That's NordVPN, our favorite VPN. Promo code R-O-G-U-E at checkout. Nailed it. We miss you, Jason, a lot.
Nah, we got it.
Why should people be getting NordVPN?
Safety.
Yes.
For ninjas.
No! Cut! I'm Brian Brushwood, and Modern Rogue does not endorse this. Bad idea! Bad idea!
Are you testing Brant right now? Because he's. Don't do it.
Oh!